20,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be taken to the back of the end zone, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. This is Melvin Gordon, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. On second down, Rivers again. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On third down, Rivers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And it's Chiefs football. First and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. And it's second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now the rookie from Toledo, this is Kareem Hunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. We've got a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Perry Riley able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right? In baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Rivers now on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Justin Houston coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Detroit! Here we go! Leopard! Here we go! Green 39!
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 3-19.
Play clock winding down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Short yardage, Rivers, and it's complete. Henry, and he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, 2nd to last in the entire NFL. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Here's Brad Nortman now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They take over 1st and 10 up near midfield. They go play action here on 1st down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This is Hunt. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Now here's Mahomes. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A toss play to Hunt. And some room to work. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Second down, Rivers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 52 yards.
Brandon, I had a first-round grade on Hunter Henry coming out of Arkansas for his ability to get downfield and create openings, create space, and he proved his worth as a rookie tight end in 2016.
34 catches, led all rookie tight ends in the league. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. This Chiefs team, 33 takeaways last year, most in the NFL, and they get an early one here.
It doesn't happen by accident. They emphasize it. They coach it, they demand it, and they get them.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Try to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Perry Riley. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Rivers eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Throwing Rivers under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Hitchens coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So it's third and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Rivers saying, welcome back, Mr. Allen. It's a Charger first down. First down, Rivers. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And some room to roam now. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd quarter at Lambeau, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie corner from Iowa, Desmond King, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. He's at the 40, past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Another all-pro play by the all-pro Eric Berry. What makes this guy so good at reading defenses is making pick-6 plays like that.
But we know he's fantastic athletically, can cover sideline to sideline, end zone to end zone. But he does make educated guesses. Great film study, observation during a game. And when he decides to go after it, it usually turns out right.
He had a pair of pick-6s in 2016 and a very memorable pick-2 against the Falcons. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. A 2nd down throw for Rivers. And he'll be knocked down sideways. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by David Amerson. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Now Hunt, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now let's go.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
I think people underestimated how important fundamentals are, because Joey Bosa's hand placement, hand usage, and ability to beat guys in front of him to get to the quarterback is pretty good for a young player.
Yeah, 10.5 sacks last year as a rookie, led all rookies.
Only played 12 games, too.
That's a good point. And Butker able to put this one through. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the second half. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City first down. They run again with Hunt. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Party. Detroit.
Now Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. It's spotted at the 14-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second down following the run.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
From the gun, Rivers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Patriot, 319. Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Set. Green 39.
On third down, that's Hunt. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Both the run and pass still in play here on 3rd and goal from the 3. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
This is fielded at the goal line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Rivers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there of 22. From the red zone now, Rivers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Over. No, check, Patriot.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like that.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. This play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Rivers from his own end zone on 3rd down. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So out come the Chargers. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They run it here with Gordon. He finds an opening past the 40, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On the run, this is Hunt. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Green 39. Green.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So for Kansas City, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. They will head home next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the home team here,